Hello. Um, Welcome to my stream again. It's morning time. Probably going to place a few hours. But we are well. I did some exploring yesterday. Just exploring this part. So we did. If you can recall, we did this quest over here and just explore the areas there. So this line is where that we took the leaves or cream, and then we saw some green crystals up here. So I thought of going up and see. So which we went up and we found this green shine slab. So it's a green crystals, often difficult high places, and then used for upgrading weapons. So we found that, yay. And we also found a small cave which is like over here or something with breakable rocks. So that's what I did while exploring. So of course we want to continue our journey down to the main quest, but I'm not sure that I should do my exploration off stream, maybe even record my gameplay. Then yesterday I did not, because it was just playing. And yeah, all these things are very irritating. I'm just gonna click through this. I don't like seeing this notifications. Blah blah. Okay, done. What's this? Special gear. A lens of dawn. It's under a special gear. I thought it's a collectible. Well, we also met some new people. Okay, click through. Right, so they'll stop bothering us. Okay, so let us look at our skills. Feel like maybe we should move into melee a little bit. Is there a part breaker? Deal more damage. Melee combo. Should we though? Feel like going for hunter. Still the best. We don't really need. How does this work anyway? Yellow strike activating. This is Velo search. Weapon stamina. Passive move. Increase your weapon's stamina limit, which is a weapon technique. Yes? I don't know, but I think I will upgrade this. So this will have use up weapon stamina. So we have more things to go. Here the next we will also go into more stealth. So we have more range. So we have more stealth. Also, range weapon is sick. Where's my heart? Rock weapon. I want to go. Which is over there. So we'll continue to do more exploring and ignore the main story quest. That is
could shoot it with fire.
Should we just walk? Oh, I don't want to do that. They run away. Interesting. So they are the types that run away. Maybe they will fight. Right click. Always right click. Loot stuff. They're just running away. They will be running away. Bang home. Bang home. Oh, it's just running away. So cute. Right. So we want to go up. These things up there. But how do we get up there? Any climbable spot? Or it's down there? Still not used to the up and down. you going to fight or what? Those things who run through here. There's a climbing point there. Oh, further down. Oh, what is that? More valuable cash. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Golden bloom. Mobile spot, and is that a key? Oh, that's the waterfall. Well, we know. We are further down here. There's another thing over there. Something over there. One must be jump up. Yo, this leads to somewhere. I do not think so. But do we need to like jump? So that we can jump. Do a lot of jumping. Spamming jump. Nope. There's something below here. Oh. Sunken cavern. What I'm concerned about. They're running out of cash. There we go. Ooh, we are in here. Nice. Cash down here. It's more cash. There are stuff below us, which for now I don't think we will be able to reach. Being shy.
The screenshot might trade for something good.
Big man. We might be able to reach all the way down there. Let's try. dive all the way down. Yeah, decoration. Let's do a few more diving tricks. Diving trips. That's a lot of stuff below. It's gonna take us a while. Scary. Oh, they are underneath. So there's one of them. They are probably on a different level. On a different level, maybe. One over there. You can hit down. Bloop, 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 bloop. Come on. I think we are clear of this cave. Maybe over there? If not, we will have to go.
Heart feels like it's about to freeze over.
Here. The rest will be at bottom here. This one is really big. Right. I think deeper will be this way. We came in from there. So we want to go this direction. Go this direction. There's another one over there. One over there. Like oh no. Is this going out? Are we going out? We are going the wrong direction. I think we went the wrong direction. Oh, yes. Oh, we went through. Oh. And there are more stuff below. Which probably means we need better equipped gear in order for us to reach those stuff. That means we will have to come back to this area. Are you stuck? Stuck, aren't you? Are you stuck? Yeah, stuck.
Machine's weak against frost.
Okay, I guess we can't do much about this. We can go to this before we make our way around here and into Chain Script. Today this is not doing that great with the traffic. I hear some weird stuff. What's over there? Blaze things.
Progress.
Thank you, Mother Nature. Where do I saw the other? Alright, let's all sit in this direction. We should probably like get a charger, right? Okay. We want to put this. Yep. And then there's something on top. A lot of climbable stuff.
Will make an interesting color for my armor.
Okay, now the tooltip is stuck down there. Can you like go away? Thank you. Next one is what? Then left control. Oh, no. Don't want to be too fancy. It's the signal tower.
This place has seen better days.
What is it?
Better leave it alone for now.
Another metal tower. Discovered a block path. Well, it's definitely blocking my path. Signal tower.
I don't think I can get past them.
This is
Guess I should leave it for now.
So this thing grow like special flowers, special vine. That's not able, is unnatural, to say the least. We want to go up. Here we need to what? No. Over the ladder, why not? Oh, it's up there. Go it. Hey, dang it.
Made it. And there's another one of those devices. A lens. Guess I'll figure out what to do with it later.
Lens of the morning. What's that over there? Just flower? Yeah. It's just flower. Whee! Let's continue our journey. Yes, it makes sense that we are on the horse and we can gather that thing from down below. That is a rice field. Is there something over there? Feels like this is going to be a potential stuff. Below a big cave. No. Potential future stuff right here in this area.
That must be chain scrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear too.
Olvin can't just ignore us like this, can he? We almost died because of it.
Have you seen us? What are we supposed to do? Have Arnold throw his crutch at him?
Outlander approaching. Is that the savior? Wanna come in, savior?
Don't need a machine in there.
Come on, anyone! Make my day! Best singing voice in all the docks.
Welcome to Chainscrape, savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Not our land, not our problem.
The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Maybe finally someone who will outdrink me, huh?
Don't pull that face off.
It's either everybody having abandonment issue, that Aloy is like going on of a journey instead of becoming friends and stuff, or it's just sexual tensions with every character. It's a bit funny. It's so strange the interaction. It's like, oh no, you're going off again. Can't you stay?
If you call a few squiggles on a piece of paper a map, sure.
Ah, finally.
So many stuff over here. Things to explore.
Eyes up here, sister!
Side quests and stuff. Charger, there's a small pig over there.
Like my uncle used to say, better half a saying.
How am I supposed to work with a hammer in this thing?
Don't you think I forgot? I never forget. I think.
What?
Yeah, you!
Lady!
Finally, someone interesting to partake in conversation.
Hey! Someone's in a rush.
Lol.
Red hair is some genius, you know? It's true.
Tinkering with one hammer isn't gonna kill you.
Unless Irvin and his cronies hear about it. Now leave me be.
It's locked. Is that locked? Yeah, that's a lock symbol there. Upgrade available. There's a potion pouch, resource pouch, bomb pouch, pouch outfit. We too can also upgrade the last thing. We have the Fang Horn. Oh. So 1 level to concentration. Nice. And then we can upgrade this as well. Crafting, ocean crafting. Right. Weave slot. Thank you.
Shop looks closed.
Yep,
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
That's my stash. Lot of stuff in my stuff. Hunter's arrow. Can I just do this and restock everything? Oh, I don't have to go in. Alright. So all my stuff should be full, I believe. More die.
You're one to talk.
Does it show? So there's the workbench, hunter's goods, teacher's goods, unknown millipede, unknown machine trike. Okay. There's a few quests in here. What are my quests? Find Aaron.
Next thing I know, I'll have you know, I am the smartest man you can ever stand exactly.
I see you all made it back.
Hammer and tongs. That they did, Huntress. They tell me you blasted through the problem. Lokuf here came back trembling like a twig.
Hey! What's important is everyone made it out. No thanks to Ulvund.
Have you talked to him yet?
We're on the waiting list.
Doesn't have the guts to face all of us at once.
We need to stick together, in case he decides to send his goons over.
You're all banged up as it is. I can deal with Ulvund. You don't need to stick around.
We know, you old hammer.
Just stay safe.
Walked it off, huh?
Partially burned front page of the illustrated pamphlet. It's hammering time! Oh, I need to screenshot. Post it on my Discord. Hammer for Hire Mercenary. Latest issue of the Hammer for Hire. Name Takers and Rockbreaker. Interesting. There's something up there.
I need to make this right.
We will.
Someone
worry.
said I had the best singing voice in all the dogs.
What? Where is it?
Did you hear about that traveling Osram troop? You joined them if I could.
In this direction, steam downward.
You lost or something? Need any help?
What the heck? All this? Oh, it's right below there. Right over here. Interesting.
Be welcome, Outlander. Easy there, Red.
Pretty sure it's your round. Can't be my round.
I think the one downside is for every Horizon Dawn game, can I jump in?
Turn red as a car's you say,
Pretty sure I can go from that side. But, yeah.
Whatever you're having.
I'm looting your store.
About time you said hi.
I'll drink you under the table anytime.
Sleeping quarter.
Certainly so.
There we are, another cache. It's a bubbly. It's probably outside.
What happened to that hammer you lost?
You had to bring it
It's
up,
a
huh?
testing area. Ooh.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's Oderg. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Millipedes. Ooh, has your close quarter combat. Let's try tutorial. Couple of lock stuff. Don't need to unlock the melee stuff.
Bridge later.
She'll hammer your head out of your behind.
And there's this machine shrine. Is it in there or?
Ow!
Maybe it's inside the hole.
I wrestled a snap maw once. Yes, I did. Don't pull that face.
How about the other day? I know you and me don't get on, but we must.
To the flame!
My eyebrow. Hot shot camera.
Hammer me rot!
Last time I was back, he'd already started off.
Look, I ain't saying they ain't got good cause. Lord knows if I had right back here and I close my gate.
Stepping aside, sister.
Hunters want brew, not stew. Get it right. Get that barrel refilled. You! Hope to catch you soon!
One rock breaker is bad.
Aloy, change your mind about that brew?
Any tribe can enjoy it.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Ah, don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvund was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could Bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
So about Ulvund.
Around here, everything's about Ulvund.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Don't blow your
No one wants to play strike.
What the heck?
No.
It's like a block game.
To the claim. Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original, straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too. All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from. And of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes, that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
No need to think about it. I'm definitely playing this. It's chess. We're playing chess, man. Yep, I'm going to spend the remaining part of our stream here. Let's go. We can even view opponent set. Close grocery. Chasm -2, -1, +1, 2, +3. -2, lose 2. There's melee, there's ram, which knock back, scoop, move and attack, and move 1, maximum attack range, dashing and pull. Interesting. Let's go.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack powers since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
There's a defense. Something about the defense. I need to... Something about defense. If combat power of an attacking machine is lower or equals to opposing's, both will lose 1, and the opposing machine will be knocked back. So if we were to have the same combat power, whoever is attacking will knock back the other machines. That's interesting. It's different types now.
You know where to find me, Red.
We want to play more.
Red, welcome back. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know.
Yes, please.
Let's do this. Time to make my move. Board's all yours. You got me down to one piece. I am impressed. Your turn. You got me. Fair and square.
Easy peasy. So we have charger thingy.
Let's play.
Lance horn, which is ram. And if we attack from here, he gets one more. The other side.
Your move, Red. My turn. You're up, Red.
And then we can move it here to break it. Okay, there.
Okay, let's see.
Ooh.
Well, that's done now.
Ooh, wow.
One less piece on the board. Knocked right off the board. I'm up.
Dang.
Ah, down to one piece. I might win this thing. That's the game.
Oh.
You up for a rematch? Here we go.
Well, what?
That's it for me. Time to get serious. Your turn.
Borrow.
That was brutal.
How do I deselect? Damn it.
Time to get serious. Ah, off the board it goes. You're just hammering down on my pieces now. Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot. Ah, off the board it goes. My turn. Well, that's done now.
I think I can overcharge it.
A single machine left? That ain't good. I'm up. Your move, Red.
Let's go.
Oh, I thought I had that one.
That's close. That was not easy.
Good luck.
So we have borrower. This is a borrower as well. This is a range unit with more health.
Board's all yours.
Lens on and charge. Moving one closer.
Time to make my move.
Oh. Okay.
That's it for me.
If I were to charge 4 damage.
Hey! I like
and
that
if
piece where
I
it
were to
was.
attack, if I were to pick up, I can cancel. So I can't even pick it up. Okay. Well. So I can't even pick up.
Okay.
I could have done it.
Knocked right off the board.
It's a bit of an overkill. We can move it over here.
One less piece on the board.
That will be vulnerable. But if we were to overcharge it, additional 1 point.
I'm up.
Oh man.
That was brutal.
Right? Guess we'll move out and kill you.
One less piece on the board.
Arrow.
Knocked right off the board. You're up, Red.
I think we can combo it right here.
That was a surprise. Time to make my move. Well, that's done now.
Oh no!
Your turn.
That's a lantern. Actually, no.
Just
have
one
to
piece
move
left.
very far away.
That sure dampens the forge.
So let it move
My turn.
closer to it.
Guess luck's not on your side today, Red.
Oh no!
This is gonna be fun.
Learning something.
Time to get serious.
Holy! Move all the way up.
That's it for me. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. That was brutal. Okay, let's see. You're up, Red.
This in a way will knock it back.
Oh, seriously?
Can I overcharge it as well? No, I can't because they only have 1 HP. This can go forward. Strike this now.
Ah, off the board it goes. Knocked right off the board.
Interesting.
One less piece on the board.
In a way, I guess we can put it here. This is -4. They have this 2 runs. We have 3 movement. Let's see.
Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Well, that's done now. I'm up. Ah, off the board it goes. Just one piece left.
Ooh.
I got a tough fight ahead of me.
Want to run away. Green, can I overcharge? Oh man, I think I make a mistake.
Time to make my move. Your move, Red. Just one piece left.
Ah, that was so close.
Hey, I like that piece where it was.
Wait, what? Did not win.
My turn.
Oh dear.
I won!
Dang it.
Oh, but I'll play you again if you want.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Man, this is not easy.
You're up, Red. Time to get serious. Board's all yours. Oh, seriously? Okay, let's see. Your move, Red. That was brutal. Time to make my move. Your turn. Well, that's done now. Now that was a smart move. Knocked right off the board. Off the board it goes.
Dang.
That's it for me. That was brutal. My turn. Your turn. Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge.
I could overcharge it. Dang it.
I got a tough fight ahead of me.
I could
Board's
have
all yours.
overcharge it.
Now that was a game, even if I lost.
Defensive. Play a little bit more defensive. Machine type. What does Bristol do?
Don't be a stranger.
The control is weird.
I'm still.
Oh, you want to play, Red?
We can win the last one. Create a new set. There's no mountain. This costs. Guess we can do this.
Here we go. Your move, Red. I'm up. You're up, Red.
And Bristol back. Hey. Spring. Holy, this is not good.
Time to get serious.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
One less piece on the board. Well, that's done now. Time to get serious. That's it for me.
This is another sponge.
Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot.
I'm gonna lose
Come up.
another piece. Yep. That's
One less piece on the board. That was brutal. Ah, off the board it goes. Board's all yours.
They have any range we need? Nope. Move it up the hill. Borrower program. Sacrifice you.
That one hurt. Okay, let's see. That's it for me.
We can plus one and do this, and then no, it doesn't finish that guy's off.
Knocked right off the board. Time to make my move. One less piece on the... Oh, I won!
No,
Probably
what?
shouldn't sound so surprised, huh?
Oh, well.
This is gonna be fun. You're up, Red. My turn. Your turn. Armor is a machine's best defense. Okay, let's see. Knocked right off the board. Your move, Red. Well, that's done now. Feeling daring, are we? My turn. Board's all yours. That was brutal. Time to get serious. You're up, Red. Armor is your best friend in this game, I'm telling you. Time to make my move. Ah, off the board it goes.
I can do this. Wait. Come on. Down. Losing a 2-piece.
One less piece on the board.
It's called misclick.
I'm up. Well, that's done now.
That was...
Indigate here? Okay. Let's play. Time to get serious. Your turn. Thank the forge you hit armor. I'm up.
What is this gonna kill 2 units? Dang.
Ah, off the board it goes. Your move, Red. knocked right off the board. Okay, let's see. That's it for me. That was brutal. My turn. That's it for me. One less piece on the board. Time to make my move. Ah, off the board it goes. That was brutal. I'm up. Board's all yours. Well, spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards. Now that deserves a prize, I say.
Control is sketchy.
Good luck.
Wait, what? No! Did I? Like I said, the control is sketchy. Damn it.
My turn. You're up, Red.
Is this Conjure? Probably I can knock it down. Then we will do this.
Knocked right off the board.
Holy.
Well, that's done now. Your move, Red. One less piece on the board. Time to make my move. Your turn. Knocked right off the board. Your move, Red. That was brutal. Time to get serious. Your turn.
Can we machine gun down this guy?
Ah, not that easy to get through my machine's arm. Looks like I lost.
Right. I think we are done here.
I'll see you later, Aloy.
Dang.
Need I remind you?
To the claim.
So if I did this means I completed it.
Don't blow
Right.
your blaze.
Ugh. Green probably means me.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly.
But
my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
That's a giant
Already
piece
got
of
enough meat and bitter leaf. Just need to grab a metal panel from a scrounger pile.
Why is there a thing? Is it because I have a quest there? Talk to the bit. So we want to hit all the way up here. I think there is another quest around this area.
Watch where you're going.
So bright. Oh my eye.
Boredom. Nothing interesting happens in the claim anymore. We are on the same side here, Odin. The bristlebacks threaten us all.
Oh, drop the act. We all know it was the Carja who let the bristlebacks into the valley. Sent them straight through the gates of Barren Light.
That is preposterous. Why would we let dangerous machines into our own land?
You mean the land that honest Osram laborers work tirelessly with no say in its governance? The land that, should you sign the decree...
Oh, you and that damned concession decree.
...would be managed by the people who actually live and work on it.
Yeah, you! Look at you!
What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of Hughes.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my... saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble? Ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is gonna get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Yeah, got work to do. Someone's in a rush.
Don't let Petra hear you say that, or she'll hammer your head out of your behind. Ah, Savior! Over here! Savior, thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure Ulvan's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Carja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Carja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Carja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time.
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Now, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Sounds like it's the cauldron. It's a way to introduce the cauldron.
But you, this pub never
Right now.
closes.
Look, who was that? Food's all right.
I'll keep it here in shape for the rest of your life.
You right outside.
Get back.
Shards. Why else would one leave the glory of Mainspring? Boredom.
Don't
Nothing
you think
interesting
I
happens
forgot?
in Claim
I never forget. I think.
That's why we...
So west. It is over here. We want to get in this direction. Continue west.
Better than sticking
Oh.
around the belt.
Sister! Over here! Never fear, my lady. You have found me. You! I know you
Loud?
see me.
What do you mean I'm being loud?
Speak ale, friend. Easy there, Red.
Right, we want to hit this and way there.
Steady.
Wrong direction.
Scroungers. I'd have said I could find a metal panel on one of their scrap piles.
Got a piece?
I can keep going. Okay, now to look through the scrap piles for a metal panel. I think I have everything I need for Mildif. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal. Dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Errand took it down?
Oh man, without my mount, it's actually quite slow. But with my mount, I may miss out a lot of stuff. It's a pros and cons, yeah?
Don't you have some words better?
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Ulvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Wow. Mildif, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
Of HP, I guess. Food provide temporary benefit and skill 2, reduce concentration, recovery time. One food is
tasty and filling.
It might be a good idea to stock up on some food before I head back out. See what else Mildif's cooking up.
Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
So we can keep all this food with us and buy. So we have more maximum health. We can have concentration regen. 3 minutes. Low health regen. Low health melee. Stamina regen, melee damage. I think we'll go for this. No cost. And it costs shots. Quite a fair bit of shots. This costs meat, which is good. Okay, I think that's only 2 meals. We have a new skill. Skill point, 2 skill points actually. Let's go for infantry. I mean infiltration. I think we will go here and here. More silent strike, double notching, and this is triple notch. Right here. Where's the triple notch? Unless it's in the warrior skill tree. This? No. Stealthy, man. Stealth build. I believe stealth is, I think it's also a very common build, yeah. Let's head over here and get myself a new mount.
Drinks later.
More training dummy. 4 of them. I don't think we have that achievement for the training dummy. I don't think so. Because they do respawn.
I can grab this from my stash later.
There's a bristleback. Wow. We got a koi. Nice.
Oh, hey, I haven't seen you around before. I don't think.
3 koi. More rocks.
It saw me.
Okay. we can proceed to the campfire.
Looks like some sort of quarry. The signal my focus picked up is coming from that metal tower. Maybe I should check it out. An image from the old world. Looks like some kind of building in front of sheer cliffs. The image is incomplete. But maybe if I line it up exactly with where it was taken, my focus can fill in the rest.
Feels like it's over there. They're fighting over there. Feel like it's over here.
Oh, it's on to me. It looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby? Nope. I should find another spot.
We'll get you out, don't worry.
Feels like it's like right here.
Can we please get this damn pile of scrap off me?
Soon as we figure out how.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Wadis' delegate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
I should probably get going. You know where I can find Erend?
Captain went chasing after more bristlebacks further west.
Just follow the sound of cursing and you'll find them. Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks...
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're handy in a pinch.
Thanks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
It looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby? This doesn't look right. Better try another spot. Ruins of a bridge. Maybe it's the same one from the image. I could try to line it up around here. Pretty sure I'm close. Got it! Huh. Completing the image unlocked a data file. It looks like these vista points were made by... Miriam Technologies. That was Elizabeth's company. I wonder if I can find more of them out in the wild.
Let's see, 5 stops, 4 more to go. Pause if you want to read it. So there's a relic rune. That's over here. And do we have other quests as well? Side quest, Bristleback. Well, actually, I will end here. Do other stuff. So that's all for today. Later I'm going out. Right. Good day. That's almost 3 hours of gaming. We will come back again. Probably maybe we explore the runes or we continue with the main quest. So that will be on my next stream. So thanks for joining. See you whenever. Maybe tomorrow. Good night, unlike